5 ways you can travel from the US to Australia in business class using the least amount of credit card points. And as a bonus, we'll show you a way where you can travel during the peak season in the summer in Australia for a pretty darn reasonable amount of points in business class as well. So between May to July, you can find availability for just 60,000 points in business class. Keep in mind, May to July is approaching the end of fall or autumn and the beginning of winter season in Australia. But using Seats.aero Premium, we found a ton of options. You can fly on June 11th, for example, from LAX to Sydney in business class for just 60,000 American airline miles and $25. And if you don't have American airline miles, that's totally fine because you can also redeem this flight via Alaska Airlines or any credit card points that transfer to Alaska for just 85,000 miles and $39. You can also fly from San Francisco, Los Angeles, or Dallas-Fort Worth to Melbourne or to Sydney for just 100,000 United miles or 100,000 Air Canada Aeroplan points, which nearly every major credit card transfers to Air Canada, so you can book that flight. And these flights still go for about $5,000 one way in business class. As an example, you can fly from San Francisco to Melbourne this May on United direct and business class for just 80,000 Air Canada points and a little bit more cash, or that same 100,000 Air Canada Aeroplan points, or 60,000 Air Canada points if you have a little bit more cash on the side. These prices are all in Canadian. And those are great ideas if you're able to go May, June, or July. But here is arguably the best itinerary we found. Peak season in January, you can fly from San Francisco to Istanbul on Turkish Airlines business class, and then continue on after a layover from Istanbul to Melbourne. $6,000 cash, just 69,000 Air Canada Aeroplan points, which nearly every major credit card transfers to. And here's this exact flight, for example. Here's what makes that last flight very enticing for us. It's in the winter for the US or the summer in Australia. Very cool. Secondly, when you book a flight using your points and Air Canada Aeroplan, you can include a stopover for just 5,000 points more. To put this into perspective, you can travel from San Francisco to Istanbul, spend 3 or 4 days there, go to Cappadocia, ride a hot air balloon, see all the cute little kitties in Turkey, and have some great food and memories. Then a few days later, head direct, also on Turkish Airlines business class, from Istanbul to Melbourne, Australia. The total amount of points for that ticket, 74,000 points. And you're traveling in peak season. If we weren't traveling during this time, we might actually be booking that flight ourselves. All right, hope this helps. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them down below. If there are any countries in the whole world you want to visit using the least amount of credit card points and miles, also include that below. We might just reply with a video response. Lastly, comment newsletter if you want access to our newsletter, which includes 2 giveaways we'll be running very shortly, and our free 21-page credit card points and miles guide. Thank you for being you. Love you. Bye.